Saturday morning. Gonna go and have a look at the flood in a second. I'm just gonna have a look at this MERLO here. My dad's got a lot of pain in his legs getting in and out and up in the morning, so he's been for a CT scan yesterday, and they're sending some results to the doctors for Monday, so fingers crossed there's something they can do. But we need to put another step on here, so I'll get some rubber maybe and see if I can make something that can hang down to make it easy to get in and out. Flood update, still a good majority flooded. You can see it's coming a little bit. There's a tide mark from the other day. So what, it's gone in about, I don't know, 12 metres maybe, if you look at, that's a tram line there. So, oh, but maybe 18 metres. Might get a boat on it later and have a bit of a play. I brought the MERLO around to get it in the workshop to do the step. Can't move. Got some boxes here which I think it's flags for next week. We've got 4 TV screens, Dad's mower, the other mower. Oh, I'm getting a MERLO in here without moving a load of stuff. I think we've got a MERLO size gap now to get it in. Got these shackles and some chain from when we were doing the bread tin. I'm just wondering whether I can do something with this and then it's easy to swap round machines, or do I get some plate and sandwich it and then some rubber. But if I use a chain I can make it quite adjustable. Right, that pin won't go through that, but if I weld that to there, hang it down a few notches and then make this kind of arrangement, I'm thinking. So it will like come down, I don't know, 3 or 4 links, go around a bend and then back up. Have another one there and then that one there. See what it's like, and then maybe we could even weld something across the top, like an old elevator bar perhaps off the combine. I'll have a look now, see. If I do away with the shackle pins, an M8, M12, that'll fit through there. Get some nylocks. I can make them easy to fit. Try that. I've got one there now. That. And then just gotta put that through there. It just fits nice. That one through there, and then just need something to spread that. And I reckon that's equal height then. So they'll all be 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll weld a piece of something in, or do we just be snazzy and weld all the chain so it looks like a chain but really it's solid? And then but not the dangly bits, if that makes sense. I'll have a look what I can find. So I've just marked the 7th one down on each one. If I find something to fit between it now and brace it, I think that'll work. Now Martin gave me this the other day, the 2 of them. They're off his old combine and they actually don't fit mine because mine's got rubber belts. But if we measure that chain, that's 2 seconds. Measure between them 2 red dots, we've got like 32 centimeters. So if this is more than 64, I can get, oh, perfect. 65, I can get 2 steps out of one of these. Happy days. Cut it in half and it was actually a little bit too long, so I've cut a little slither off the end now. So we'll weld it on. It's welded on now. It's a bit hot, this. Might turn it down a bit for the next one. There we go. Almost looks factory fit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just needed maybe a little rattle can, a green rattle can. But also if you hit something, it'll just swing out the way. I've made another one for the other Merlot, but I've done it a little bit different. I've just cut the chain into 2 and welded it on. It just makes it a bit neater underneath. So I'll go and bolt that on now. It's a bit hot, so I'll cool it down in the puddle. Don't burn my fingers on the chain, then put it on. Looks like it's made for the job now, doesn't it? With the little bumps on it. I'll find the Merlot and stick it on. There we go, they've both got one on now. It took less than a minute to put on. And if you hit anything, it'll just fold up out the way. He only really drives the one on the Alliance tyres because that's kind of the yard machine. But occasionally if it's out or someone else is doing something else or it's clean because it's in the grain shed and he wants to move wood chip, he'll get on the other one. So that's why I put a step on them both. So there's no drama. That's the steps sorted now. Take Olivia to rowing club where she's doing capsize training, which might be handy later on if we go on the lake. While Olivia's rowing doing capsize training, I've just called some friends in Wrexham and they have a poultry. And how many birds does it fit?
82,000.
82,000 birds. And family circumstances, they want to move back to where they originally came from. So if anyone is interested, I'll put the thing at the end of the video with the agent's details on it because it's up for sale.
It's on Rightmove.
It's on Rightmove as well.
Cross Lanes, Wrexham.
So if you like chickens, there you go. I knew there was a reason I don't come Costco on a Saturday. Well, the washing powder's gone everywhere. We've been to Costco. There's a guy actually servicing his car in the car park. And it was absolutely chaos, but I needed toilet rolls and stuff for Brookhouse. So I'll load the car now. While I'm doing that, you can have a look at the rest of the farm tour yesterday and the gin tasting, the gin making we did. We've just looked around the Willow, we just looked around the farm. Now we're going to go into the gin school, look at the gin distillery at the back, and then make some gin. It actually does taste like a Christmas tree. You know when you get a Christmas tree at Christmas? So how many years have you made gin for and you've never tried a juniper berry?
4.
I prefer peanuts. We're just looking around the gin making. Is it a distillery? It's got still. Does that make it a distillery? You fill it up with alcohol and water and then it heats it up and then it bubbles through into that and then I think you put the botanicals in, so you'll put like the juniper and all the different bits in that we've just been eating. Then it bubbles through up and down this thing and at a certain point then it reaches the right level or temperature, comes across, does something in here which I didn't see, then it ends up in a big tank somewhere and then you've got different stuff that you add to it. This is some rhubarb for added into the rhubarb gin. That's what's this? This is juniper. No,
that's slow berries.
Slow berries. And what did you say? If someone brings for every 10 kilos of juniper berries, someone brings you, you'll give them a free bottle of gin. Slow berries.
Yeah, so kids on half term, if you want to bring 10 kilos in, you've got a present for mum and dad for Christmas.
Yeah. And then once it's made, it then gets filled into bottles. So these are the empty bottles, I think, and empty boxes. That's what it looks like in the bottles without the labels on. This is limoncello. So the wax on the top is what certifies what's in it. And the labels get put on last because when you package it and move it around, the labels can get damaged. So that's one of the last things you do. That puts the labels on the bottoms. This is what warms the wax up. Then you dip the bottle in there. And then you end up with the wax on the top. And then we've got different kinds here. We've got original gin, slow gin, mixed fruit, is it citrus fruit, plum gin, Limoncello. Cherry berries, is it? Pumpkin. Yeah, it's all done in this shed that used to be a grain store. With you can see somewhere on the floor there where the ground bins used to be, and then used to be a pit in here as well because some of it was a workshop. Yeah, that's where we are. So now we're going to make our own gin. So you weigh in. What's that now? Juniper? No.
Juniper berries.
Juniper berries. It's like coffee beans, isn't it?
15 or 18.
Gone over the top.
Gemma's horsing it in there.
I know, she's getting loadsy.
Just tip the jar.
Oh wow, actually, I might just go a few more and make it 15.
Martin's shoveling it in with his hands.
13.16, I'm shoving
There
it.
is a spoon somewhere, Martin.
Yeah, there's a spoon there.
Oh, is that what the spoon's for?
So what? So you measure 10 to 25 of juniper, 2 to 3 of coriander,
Is it 25?
No, yeah,
10 to 25.
10 to 25, anything.
and then
It just has to be the main.
I presume then you add apple, dried cherries, pineapple, elderberries, rhubarb, elderflower. Actually, is the flowers? Licorice. Everything. Pink peppercorns, stinging nettle,
So carry on, then you kind of try
strawberry fruit powder.
coriander in, or you can add it on.
Put all the bits in, and then but already now there's alcohol in there.
Alcohol's in there.
So you tip that in. Yeah. It's not square, is it? And then that's gas now, heats that.
Yep, electric heater plate, yeah.
So it bubbles.
It'll boil at 80 degrees, it'll get to on here. The gin will rise up, come down the pipe and out.
Oh, so it goes through the copper, then that cools it with just normal water, and then it drips out into the beaker.
Water on here. Dad's creation with the spray jets.
While that's coming out, it takes about 15 minutes. Now we get some cakes. Just Martin's one's just started. What do you call it? Distilling, I suppose. That's heating up, coming through. This one that me and Charlotte have been doing isn't yet. That one's pissing out. So's Joe's.
You still taste each other's and it'd be surprised how different they are.
But that's you've got to water that down because is that like 90%?
Yeah, 80, 80%. Yeah, 80, 85 probably. You do a test.
These are just some of the other labels that they've done. So companies will get them for Christmas presents maybe. So they'll put different things on, or Western Park up the road have it made here for them. So if you want to send everyone a Christmas present, you could have whatever your company is and a gin flavour with it. Even these.
Legal.
So that's gonna. What's this gonna do?
Oh, so not got enough. Sorry.
Maybe it's not made enough yet to work.
You did before.
85.3%. I got labels.
Sound
Ta-da! Oh no, it needs the wax on now, doesn't it?
Which is the front of the bottle?
So that's what we could do, and we can just, if we have an address, we can just post out to them.
So we could make that flavour gin.
Yeah, we can give 10% charity, or if it's to you.
I think if you drink enough of it, you end up in the air ambulance.
Yeah. It's a good idea, isn't it? If there's demand. So these are the labels, but I put the circle label on the back, my mistake.
No, you can't fit it on.
Can't fit it on, no.
I'll put one on the back of mine for you.
Okay.
And it's up to you where you cover it down to the
Do it square.
cork.
I'm trying.
bit further. That's it. And,
There.
yep, perfect. Then bring it up slowly and then hold it there. Right, sorry, up a little bit and then you can twist it or just hold it until it's dry. Stop twiddling.
Yours is perfect.
I know, look at that.
Get some dribbles? Do you want dribbles?
It'll look
Oh,
perfect.
Ta-da.
It looks good.
That's got pumpkin spice in it,
Still
and it's
if you want to
is it like edible glitter in it?
I think I'm keeping mine as it is.
We've added some honey now, and everyone's having a try, and we think we've got there. Now we're scaling the batch up. This has got a bit of brick dust on because it's been on the shelf. So if you buy one for Christmas, it doesn't look like this. But if you follow them on all the different pages, you can order little Christmas gifts for people, and maybe honey gin coming soon. Right, this is today's quiz question. That IBC, if it was full of alcohol, what would it cost? Hope you enjoyed that. Was really interesting, all what goes into making it, and we had fun making some as well. So we're going to try and do something with some honey, maybe do it in addition for Christmas in conjunction with them. If you think it's a good idea, let us know. You can check out the website below. I'll put a link in, so you can, if you want to take someone to the gin school or you want to just buy gifts for someone, it's there. They really looked after us, so thanks again to the family. Now, while I'm here, this bucket, this new Merlot bucket, it's got bolt holes in the front. Where's the best place to get a plastic bolt on edge? Because we might put a plastic edge on this one, and then it's not as vicious on the concrete, and see how long it lasts compared to a steel edge. So if anyone's got any ideas, let us know. We'll probably put a new edge on the other one that needs one, a plastic one on this, and we'll see how long they last as a comparison perhaps. Judging by that pile, it looks like everyone's been tidying up, ready for half term. We've chipped quite a bit this week, so there's a fair pile there now. I think Jenkins have already been as well for 3 loads yesterday, Thursday and Friday. We'll keep going, see if we can reduce the pile quite a lot for the open day, the tyre open day on Thursday. No, it's Friday. I keep saying it's Thursday, but it's not. It's going to be on Friday. As you can see, this shed is only a quarter full. So that shows how poor the harvest was this year, particularly for OSR and other things. Now, DEFRA are reporting it being the worst harvest, the second worst harvest on record, and the last one being 1984. Now, in 1984, there was 54 million people lived in Britain. There's now 69 million people living in Britain, and the harvest results weren't that dissimilar. So as far as I'm concerned, it's 20% worse than 84 because the population is so big. So it is something that we need to think about, is food security. I know we can import it, but that's all very well, but it costs. Every time we import food, it's money leaving the UK economy that we'll probably never see back because we don't buy anything off the people we're importing it from anymore. We have no manufacturing other than farming. We should be growing stuff in our productive, wet, damp climate and exporting it. But if we do have a bad year, then obviously we do have to import it. But food security is important, and at the moment there's not really much support for farmers, and with the budget coming up, it's likely to get worse. If they start messing around with inheritance tax on agricultural land, it could be catastrophic because it will devalue land so much that it'll make a lot of businesses that are borrowed insolvent overnight. It won't be good for the banks, it won't be good for the UK economy, so it is worrying times at the moment for farming in Britain. So if you know your MP, write to them and say how worried you are about food security and the coming budget. That's just reminding me, black and red. I saw a guy wearing a limited edition hoodie. I was chatting to him in Costco. He had number 20 as well. He was one of the very first to get his order in. There was a few sizes left. If you wanted one, go and check them out on the website before they're gone. Quickly do the birthdays while I'm in here. MC Richard is on there. Neil Armstrong is 55. Rid Gaffney's on there. Jack Brimley's 20. Alfie Ulrich, I think it's pronounced, is on there as well. And Heather Barton, one more birthday left before she's the big 40. So happy birthday. That's Barton Wool, Heather. £78,661 plus gift aid, so well over 80k. Amazing. This video is probably too long. The last few have been a bit long. Sorry about that. Tell you what, we've not done for a while. How are you feeling today? Let us know as a percentage. I'm around 70%. Although the sun's shining and it is dry, stuff going on. Worried about, whether it be Dad's CR scan or whatever it's called, and also this budget that's coming up is not going to be good, I don't think. So let us know how you're feeling. What's bothering you? Put that in the comments as well. AnswerAsAPercent. Thanks for watching today. Sorry the video was long again. See you tomorrow.